Hi, I'm here to talk about the process of self-actualization. And today specifically, I want to talk about how self-identity and self-image contribute to your process of self-actualization. And the contribution that self-image makes is the foundation of your self-identity. So self-image is how you see yourself. It's how you view yourself between you and yourself and you and the world. Whereas self identity is the way that you believe yourself to be. So there's a little bit of a difference there. How you view yourself contributes to how you believe yourself to be. So, for instance, if you view yourself as being a kind hearted person, you now believe that you're a kind hearted person. And beliefs need proof. And so we're continuously looking to validate and seek proof of what we believe. And all of that comes from our vision, our image, the way that we see things. And that's the foundation of everything. So, what happens then if you do not have a very high self image? Well, it makes it very difficult to consciously move through the process of self actualization because someone who is consciously moving through the process of self actualization, they are trying to move towards more of what they feel that they need and what they want. And so, if your self image does not align with that properly, it can be very difficult to not find a lot of blocks and resistance along the way. And so you have to always go back to the beginning point, self image, and then self identity. So it's a continuous process. So each time you elevate your goals, you actually have to elevate your self image. You have to elevate your self identity, becoming more of who you think you would need to be to reach those goals. However, it can sound a little conflicting because the process of self actualization is not about becoming somebody you are not. It is about uncovering who you are. And so you're not going to consciously move towards goals that are not for you. You're going to move towards goals that align with your true values. But you have to uncover that. And that's why we have a process for self actualization so that we can consciously and intentionally move towards the things that truly bring fulfillment, not fulfillment that others think that you should achieve, not successes that others believe are valuable, but the ones that are true to you personally. And that's the difference of moving towards it consciously. It creates a momentum that is more of a flow rather than a force. Now, it doesn't mean you won't have blocks and challenges along the way. You will. And that's why we have this process so that you can move through it easier. Doesn't mean it's easy, but it's easier when you're moving through it consciously. My name is Jessica. I am I specialize in the process of self-actualization. I've been working on this process for the last 6 years now and really trying to fine tune all the points where the biggest challenges are at and what those techniques are to move through those with more ease and flow. And that's what I'm here to share with you today. Okay, so let's simplify this. Your self image comes into focus because you have had evidence and proof to what you believe about yourself right now. These beliefs likely originated somewhere other than with yourself, probably other people and your environment. So beliefs are not necessarily true, but you have observed evidence over and over that created a belief. So now you want to observe yourself in a more beneficial way. So, what you need to do is first define the qualities that you admire. What are the qualities that you think you need more of? Now, understand you already have these qualities. It's just you've been so focused on these other beliefs and supporting and validating them that you've most likely overlooked and minimized the qualities that you want to see in yourself. They are there, but you have to illuminate them. You have to magnify them and bring them out. They need to be observed. They need evidence to become a belief. So let's just say you admire someone who speaks with confidence. Most likely, there are many times in your life when you have spoken with confidence, but you've been focused on all the times you didn't, all the times that you maybe went silent or hesitated or stumbled, stuttered, whatever that looks like for you. So, all the times that you spoke with confidence, you just minimized it. So, that version of you didn't get the proper um, celebration. It didn't get the proper observation to feel like it was safe to be explored further. So now it's time to change that. So each time you speak with confidence, if this was, one thing that you admired, whatever quality that is, that's what we're referring to. So each time you do that, you have to illuminate it for yourself. You need to recognize it and you need to celebrate it. Feel proud. Feel good about the fact that you did that. That's you. That's always been you. It just needed to be seen. And so there's going to be times when maybe you falter, but you cannot shame yourself in those moments. You have to remind yourself, I'm working on it. I'm growing. This is something that I'm developing. I'm kind of new to it. And each time you do that, it grows and it grows in confidence and it grows in safety. And the part of discovery becomes easier because it's fun. It's interesting. It's so fun to watch yourself in process as long as you're consciously doing it. No more unconsciously just validating these beliefs, but now you're consciously validating the beliefs that you want to have. This is how you change your self image. This is how you start to see yourself differently. So, the technique is to become aware when you're demonstrating these qualities you admire. You reward them, and when you fall short, just remind yourself it's okay, I'm growing, and look for as much evidence and proof as you can, as often as you can, because repetition is very important when it comes to reframing beliefs. Beliefs come from supportive evidence. So the work here is to make sure you're creating that opportunity to support the new evidence, to support the new self image. So this can mean putting yourself in situations that can be uncomfortable at first. This can mean being outside your comfort zone and it can create some anxiety. So I suggest starting in very small ways until it feels safe. Otherwise, if it's not safe, you'll keep finding evidence to support the previous beliefs. And then it's harder to overcome that. So remember small steps, observe, define. So, not in this order, obviously. Um, so, let me back up and give you the proper order. So, define the quality, observe yourself, reward yourself, and repetition. And never shame because you won't grow through shame. You constrain and wilt through shame. So, you can do it. It can be hard at times. Um, but as long as you're consciously aware of what you're doing, it becomes fun and it gets easier. Thank you.